Hi Green Lake Dragons! Anna here with another vocal music lesson. Before we go back to review how the voice works, let's get ready for a shakedown. This is a great warm-up to re-energize your body, give your body some energy, to make your brain work. And today, I'd like to give you the option to choose any position that's comfortable for you. Lying down, standing up, sitting. You may want to take a moment to ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What is my energy level? What is my mood? You can think about the mood meter. Where are you on the mood meter right now? And maybe that will help you decide what position to be in. I have decided to sit down because I'm feeling mostly in the green, a little bit yellow too, because I'm really excited to share this lesson with you. Okay, here comes the shakedown. If you've missed the first few lessons, don't worry, I'll talk you through it. What we're going to do is count backwards, starting at the number 8, as we shake our hands to the beat, or any other body part you'd like to shake, like your head or your shoulders. Once you count down from 8 all the way to 1, then we start over again, but this time at 7. The next time 6, and we don't take a break in between. I think because we don't take a break, even to take a big breath, let's take a big breath before we get started. All right, so get your hands ready or get your shaking ready wherever you're going to be shaking, and we'll take one more big breath to get started. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, rest. Do you remember what rest means? Rest is the musical term for no sound here, silence here. And so I kind of use this as a stop or freeze or pause. Okay, let's do our shakedown one more time. Maybe a little faster this time. Okay, big breath. 1, 2, ready, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, rest. Well done. Maybe throughout your virtual school day, you'll have some moments where you need to take a little break, or where you're feeling tired and you maybe want to re-energize your body a little bit and maybe re-energize your brain. So the shakedown can be used for that. In our last lesson, we learned a little bit about how the voice works, how the human voice is a musical instrument, and therefore, to make a sound, something inside of our body is vibrating. Do you remember what part of your body vibrates when you speak or when you sing? I'll give you a hint. If you don't remember, it's right here. We can't see it because it's inside of our body, but we can feel it. I have found my larynx or voice box. Go ahead and try to find yours. Very gently with your hand, go ahead and start right below your chin and just very gently move your fingers down your throat until you find kind of the biggest lump on your throat. It's kind of like a pointy lump almost. If you think you found it, the next thing we'll do, with our hand gently resting there, is swallow to see if it moves. Mine moved. Did yours move? A few of you posted some responses that you were able to find your larynx and that it did move when you swallowed. So way to work hard to find that. Inside our larynx, inside our voice box, remember, they're the same thing, just two different names, are two thin strips of muscle called vocal cords or vocal folds. When we breathe out or exhale and we want to make a noise, speak, whisper, sing, cry, hum, the air comes out really fast and strong and causes those vocal folds to come together and then vibrate. So it's almost like there's a vacuum effect happening with that air pressure moving. And one thing that we did in last week's lesson, I know there were a few of you who are having trouble playing the video, so I hope that this works this time. What you may have missed is that we got two scrap pieces of paper, very thin strips. I ripped some off. We put them on the sides of our mouth, side of our face like this. The ends should not be touching. That's kind of the trickiest part, so it might take a little while to figure this out. And then we take a really strong, deep breath and we blow out really hard between the two strips of paper. Rather than blowing apart like this, when we blow really strong and fast, the strips come together. And you might see the strips vibrate. It's kind of like what's happening inside our voice box with our vocal folds. Now, do you remember if that vibration occurs when we breathe out or when we breathe in? It happens when we breathe out. So to make a sound with your voice, you have to breathe out for those vocal folds to vibrate. You might have noticed I'm starting to talk about our breath. The breath is the foundation of our voice. It's kind of like the fuel for our voice. We'll be talking a lot about the breath and doing fun breath exercises to make our voices really strong for singing. Now it's warm-up time, vocal warm-up time. We did our shakedown warm-up, but now it's actually time to warm up the muscles, the vocal folds. Just like an athlete getting ready for a game or getting ready for a race. We, as singers, we want to warm up our muscles before we do a lot of singing. So let's get ready for one of our Green Lake favorites. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. If you're new to Green Lake this year and you don't know Mommy made me mash my M&Ms, I got you. I'll go nice and slow so you can learn it with us. Okay, this is my piano. I just realized that I've never given my piano a name. How interesting. I should think about that. Anyways, this is my piano. In addition to being a vocalist or singer, I also play the piano, and I have a few keyboards as well. Now, on to singing. To make our voices strong and supported, we need to be able to take big breaths, which means we need room in our body for lots of air. That means to either sit up tall or stand up tall. So if you've been lying down and you do want to sing, I suggest sitting up tall or standing up tall. If you'd rather just watch for now, that's okay, and maybe you can join us later. Okay, Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. I'll sing it one time before we continue on and on, before we repeat it, in case you don't know it yet. Sounds like this. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. And that's it. Then we take a breath and we sing it again higher. And we keep going higher and higher together. I have a quick question. Did you notice the volume that I was singing with? Was I singing quiet or loud? Quietly or loudly? I was singing pretty quietly. I felt I was, anyways. And that's part of the warm-up. When we're singing in a warm-up, at first, we want it to be nice and light and quiet. We don't want to push those muscles in our larynx. We don't want to push those vocal folds too much at first. That's the purpose of warming them up, like stretching a little bit. So, sitting tall, standing tall, nice big breaths, singing quietly. 1, 2, ready, go. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. And now we breathe. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Breathe. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Big breath. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Another big breath. This is the last one. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. And some of you might remember the ending. The last time, after the last time, you can sing, I cried, as an ending. Just because it's silly that our mommy would make us mash our M&Ms. The nerve. Now let's make a silly Green Lake version of Mommy Made Me Mash My M&Ms. I'm going to pick a teacher at Green Lake and use their name instead of Mommy. Who should I pick? Who should I start with? I think I should start with Mr. Kunkel. He's your other music teacher and a pretty cool guy. What does Kunkel start with? K, the letter K. We're going to use the letter K for other words in the song. Mr. Kunkel made me mash my M&Ms. Instead of mash and instead of M&Ms, we're going to pick the name of a candy that starts with the letter K or a K sound. And instead of the word mash, we're going to pick a word that means to take apart or destroy. that also starts with a K sound. It can start with the letter C if it makes that hard K sound. Ka. All right, so today I'll choose, but in the future, if you ever want to send me a video response or you want to type out a response, I'd love to hear your suggestions with any Green Lake teacher's name. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. Did you see what I did there? Instead of mash and M&Ms, I chose words that started with a K sound. Crush. And for the candy, instead of M&Ms, I chose the candy Kit Kat. So we'll sing the same thing, but we'll use those words. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. We'll start higher this time and go down with our voices. Remember to sit or stand tall, take deep breaths, and sing a little on the quiet side. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. Breathe. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. 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 Don't forget to breathe. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. One more. Don't forget the ending. Mr. Kunkel made me crush my Kit Kat. I cried. All right, Green Lake Dragons. Thanks for singing. Thanks for shaking down. Thanks for exploring your body and the way our voices work. And I'll catch you on the flip side. See you next time. Bye.